engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and John can't be beat, on the Fastlane, so sleek, gotta rev up, hit the street, ooh yeah, Fastlane, all night, feel the speed, feel the light, join the ride, hold on.
And we're back in the fast lane, ladies and gents, proudly brought you, of course, by our friends, Sanlam Private Wealth. We're doing some cool things with this year, so watch this space. Breitling, who we're waiting some new stock from, and eBet, to Villy, Johnny, the team at eBet. Great to have you guys on board with us as we start another weekend of action. There's local motor racing that started up in the Western Cape. Of course, the big news this week from the Formula One world, Ferrari, all eyes on the little factory, the Enzo's little home, and of course, looking at Lewis Hamilton and his first little visit to the factory, little outing in the new form. Well, actually, it wasn't the new Formula One car.
Yeah, 2023 model. Yeah. But similar to what obviously they currently using in terms of like the procedures and things like that he has to go through working with the engineers. But I mean, again, every race car driver's dream is to drive for Ferrari. Sitting there at Enzo's house, having the iconic picture, which broke, I mean, all records when it comes.
5 million.
Yeah, ridiculous.
It's like kind of what like our social media does.
Exactly. I mean, we do that in like what, 2 days, 3 days?
We do that like
Box.
5 Mensa.
Yeah.
The only M is to the Mensa that watch our videos. We also got 5M Mensa.
But quality Mensa.
That's a quality Mensa.
But look, I mean, obviously going out testing at the Ferrari track, and then the Tifosi in the background, sneaking over the fence, trying to get the clip.
Picture.
And then really nice that Mama Bear came out to take a photo of him, you know. And
very sweet.
I mean, it's a special moment, and nice to see him in red, yellow helmet for him for the season. Quite nice.
Also got, I mean, all the Ferrari posts have been getting huge traction on social media.
And I mean, obviously for Puma, what great exposure as he now becomes a Puma, I suppose, a Puma athlete.
Well, he joins my team. That's the good
does.
news. I mean, you know, it's my team that he joins. It's this is exciting for me. It's exciting for all Ferrari fans to see what he can do with that Ferrari. That will be the ultimate, to win a title at Ferrari, I think, for a career like his.
Of course, to end off like that. And I think, I mean, would you agree with me? I mean, he obviously must have this new burning desire, maybe a bit more motivation to prove a point now. But again, teammates, you know, what do you think Leclerc's going to do? Is he going to fall under the wing of a mentor role? Or is he going to take the fight to
I think
Lewis?
the pressure's on. I think the pressure's on for him to deliver. And I don't think he's going to fall under the wind. I think he's going to show Lewis what he can do. You know, like when you want to try and impress, the GOAT. The GOAT joins the team, nothing to prove, but he's hungry for another title.
The old dog in him wants to show the young guy.
And you're the new guy wanting to show the old guy, hey, listen, I can keep up with you, if not run around you. So it's going to be fiercely competitive. I can't wait. Let it begin.
Yeah, and I mean, Carlos Sainz also came out. He's busy now with Williams, and obviously those dynamics again.
But how's the thinking? Because Williams, I mean, dead quiet about their plans and the future plans of the company. Porsche, if you'd like to say, sneakily coming along and going, this is what could happen.
Look, I mean, we don't know. I could be wrong, but I just can't see them all being under one roof now. Audi, Porsche, Volkswagen. How do you split the budget? You know, you don't want to race against each other.
Budget come from,
you know, but would be cool either way. And then Colapinto, which I saw today, he signed for reserve drive for Alpine, which is quite interesting. And I mean, that puts how you doing under pressure, because if he doesn't perform with Flabbertori being there, you know, he's going to go
goodbye.
Inches, next one in. And Colapinto obviously having such a good season and showing that he's got raw pace, that's going to make it exciting. But I mean, obviously testing coming up, all those things. We also have the Monte Carlo Rally, which starts today. Again, treacherous conditions for tarmac event, snow, ice, and those sort of things. 4-day event. And then obviously the Van der Lindes, Rolex Daytona 24
hours. Yeah. That is what an event for both of them in different categories, I guess.
Yes, GTP being that LMP type of hypercar that he's shouldered in. And then obviously Calvin joining GTD. BMW, for the first time. So very exciting to see them. And they're actually going to be teaming up together for the Bathurst 12-hour event where they'll be in the same car.
We have to go to Goodwood this year, and not in the northern suburbs, not where the casino is, not where Grand West is, not that Goodwood, not where Epping. Oh, shout out to all the Thornton kids. What's up? No, we're going to go to Goodwood, the Revival, Goodwood, the Festival, Speed of Speed. That is on the plans for this year as well. Listen, let's quickly talk local motor racing before we get into what we've been up to over the last week, which was very busy.
Yeah, Cape Hull Drivers, again, hosting an event, international event, sees 3 events, 1 in Cape Town, 2 in Joburg. And again, we've seen cars of over 100. I mean, that category or that discipline has been so well supported for so many years. The guys prepare the cars. And I mean, Ryan, I took you down. I actually didn't tell you this, and I'm going to tell you now. There's a possibility that 2 of us are going to be testing one of these oval track cars. So watch the space. Ryan and I are going to be driving one of these cars around the oval.
So going to go oval shape.
It's going to go sideways. Hopefully not pear-shaped, oval shape. But yeah, so they're going to be racing this weekend. So go and support local motor race. And
Power Series next week. We'll talk about that next week. Let's talk about our week that was. By the way, we're often asked where to go to when you're in need of things like mag repair, etc. I mean, there's nothing worse than that sound of your rims graunching the pavement. And I love the word graunch when it comes to kissing another human being. But when it comes to your rims and pavements, it's a terrible noise, one that goes through the steering wheel, through your bones as a human being. Where do you go? John and I went to go look at Jono and the team from Magmaster. So John started a brand new year, and we are at the place to come if you're in Cape Town and you have damaged rims at all. And we know how easy it is. Your mind is on other things, getting in and out of the shopping centre. And before you know it, you graunch that tyre. It's the most sound. Terrible feeling. It goes straight through you.
Yeah, it does. And listen, we've even spoken about it. I mean, the cars are getting bigger, but parking bays in general, moving around parking lots, it hasn't changed. If you look at Canal Walk and Tiger Valley Waterfront, we were there last night. I mean, getting out of that bottom basement parking, the amount of marks you see on those curbs coming out there. Yeah. I mean, you almost could put a business card and a sign saying, as you go out, come and
it's almost like, like a family table when you get 2, you want to squeeze 2 more people in. So what do? You move the chairs closer together. It's the same for parking bays. I think by and large, everybody tries to get the smallest in terms of parking bays so they can get the most in terms of cars. So we understand when it comes to scratching your wheels and tires, you don't want to have to pay an arm and a leg. At the same time, you don't want shoddy work, and you want to know that where your wheels and tires are going, it's going to a reputable place. We had our friend Jono's at Magmaster. Magmaster really are the best of the best. John, you really want to have your mags and wheels done by somebody who's an absolute professional when it comes to getting their mags done.
No, definitely, and especially nowadays, because I mean, you've seen the rims and mags. If they are diamond cut, they're very specialized. You can't just go to a local, tire place and have those things cut. It's a special like diamond cut. I mean, the machinery that he's got is state of the art to get that original looking finish, because you don't want to have that, like, when they come and they plaster a wall and they leave they don't paint it. You don't want that kind of, you want it to look exactly like it was when you got it new.
Absolutely, and sometimes you don't even realize it, but you might have a buckle in your rim. So it's also quite nice to come along to Magmaster and let them check out your wheels to check if there's a slight buckle in them. I remember having a Ferrari that was recently at Magmaster to make sure that Ferrari's wheel that we picked up had a bit of a buckle in, and they sorted that out immediately.
Yeah, you never think that your wheels are buckled, but if you think of the roads these days, we're fortunate in Cape Town, we don't have too many potholes.
Yeah.
But there are
a lot of potheads. There's potheads, a lot of potheads, not a lot of potholes.
So buckling your rim does that, and it also affects the wear on the tire, which costs you money because the tire wears unevenly, and then what happens? You have to buy a new tire way before its end of life. So definitely come and have a look, and even if you just has a squiz to see what you might need done, come and get a quote and come and see what it's all about.
Absolutely. Billy's got his Porsche Cayenne here. Unfortunately, he had issues with a tire, and it's currently being repaired. So in a short while, we'll let you know the amazing work Magmaster's done, not only for the 4 wheels and obviously brand new tires, but how neat it ends up being, especially if there's a buckled rim. John and I are always having this constant debate about the worst drivers on the road and the cars that they own. And often is the case, people ask, is there a certain model that needs to be repaired more than others? John, do you notice there's a little trend here on this workflow in terms of how many cars have come in here and what the models are? What do you think it is? Do you think it's BMW, is it Audi, or is it Mercedes-Benz? The drivers of which, in this specific scenario, in this specific workshop we're at, are in need of attention to their rims.
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting. Yeah, it looks almost like an even split here. It could be that
100%. Let's have a look here very quickly. We've got Audi, right? BM, Mini, Audi, Merc. Porsche in the corner there, BM, Merc.
And then, you know what, Ryan? It could be that the Mini, because it's a BMW brand, could be taking the win here.
I think so. Win for BMW. So believe it or not, we wrap up our time with the all-new 340i, in actual fact the M340i, compliments of Tiger Valley BMW, to Chris, to Nick and the team out there, just a huge thanks. We've had this in the fleet now for a couple of months, as a daily driver, as a weekend warrior, as the family companion, and John, overall impressions of the M340i.
You know, Ryan, we get cars and we drive a lot of cars, and we always talk about there's always those ones that come along that you don't want to give back, and this is it for me.
Well, we haven't given it back.
So maybe Chris, thanks for the 340. No, but really, jokes aside, I've enjoyed it because, you know, for me, it's just a balance of performance. It's spacious. You can put things in the back, and you know what I like? It's subtle but effective. You know, a lot of people don't realize that the 340 is such a powerful car.
Yeah.
You know, because normally you're used to the M2, M3, M4. So when people see those badges, they go, "Oh, that's a quick car," but they don't realize is the 340 is actually sneakily fast. And when you put it from sports mode to eco to comfort, any which mode, it's just awesome, and it holds the road really nicely. Love the sort of carbon little bits that they put on it just to give it that nice little sporty look. So I've really enjoyed driving this daily. It's been a proper
What does
car.
the family think of this vehicle when they get into drive with you? Because that's always an important thing. I think when you enjoy your motor cars, sometimes you want to share that enjoyment with your family, and you often ask them, like Bjorn, hey, and I'll ask Faith and Aaron, hey, what do you think of this car? Dad really likes this car. What do you think? And they'll go, yeah, the seats are soft. Dad, put the sound up. Let's listen to my Taylor Swift song. Yeah, it's okay. So like my kids have become pretty fussy as backseat drivers in the car. Why? Because we get good, cool cars, and some of them have great entertainment in the back. But overall, I ask them about drive quality in car, and he'll always complain if the suspension's too rough, if the suspension's too taut. She'll always carry on about how, this car's terrible. It's so rough.
Yeah.
It's so bumpy. What did the family say?
No, they actually said this car suits me, and remember, this is also that grey color, which is really cool.
Is it Nardo? How do you call it? Nardo grey? But we know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's pastel grey or whatever. But they say the color suits me. They said this really actually just, you know, it looks like a proper, you know, sort of racer dad's car, if you want to call it. So they think I should definitely look at purchasing one long term. You know,
I like it. I think for the Fastlane fleet, a definite possibility. M340i, thumbs up to Tiger Valley BMW, and from Fast Dad John, back to the studio. So there we go.
Yeah.
Magmaster. Now, Magmaster are doing something special for one of Willy's cars. It's in there at the moment. You saw that Porsche Cayenne, and it's in need of an actual fact. So what was quite interesting is Willy said he doesn't need his the rims done because the car's almost new. But do not be deceived and think that your new car does not have buckled rims for 1 second. You've just come off a pavement too sharp, or you've hit a bump in the road. It's so easy to buckle rims.
Especially with low profile tires, ramping up a pavement. You know, people don't realize just poof, up the pavement, that can cause damage to the rim.
It can. We went from repairing rims to a special concert in Cape Town, where we snuck in to go and watch Robbie Wessels. I love Robbie Wessels. I wish he'd make more music and movies. Puna is Koning is one of the best South African movies in the world. Okay, best South African movies in the world. Love Puna is Koning. Robbie Wessels, if you're watching this, please make another movie. Make Puna 2. I don't know if you have already. Maybe you have missed it. But we love your work, and I thought we were going to your concert. I was amped, and then it was just Robbie Williams. Have a look. Just a normal Wednesday night in Cape Town, wondering what to do. Should we go to Robbie Williams tonight? Isn't he family?
Yeah, he's my uncle.
Let's park. There's no parking. Let's just go park in the stadium.
I think that's the best thing.
Stadium.
Look at that beautiful stadium.
Oh man,
spectacular.
Let's just go there. I know Robbie well. I'll say, listen, he's your cousin.
Yeah.
You're John Williams and Robbie Williams, and let's get in. Let's get inside here. So I just convinced the security that Robbie and John are cousins.
Yeah.
And so now we're in, and we're going up into the stadium.
Actually, back up to Robbie, Hot Stepper.
Robbie, Hot Stepper Williams. Yeah. And you know what I just said to those guys? Take that.
Yeah. And then we did, and they let us in.
Okay, let's go park somewhere right by the entrance. I should be sitting in the back. We should have had the 740i. We're in the 340i today, our long-termer.
It's been good to us.
Has been. This is DHL Stadium, Cape Town Stadium. It's a nice place to be. We'll find a parking really anywhere, John. I think there's a lot of people that want to park near the VIP entrance. Unacceptable that you didn't arrange us a bay. There's one there. Sneak it in. These guys are so colourful. Check them out. Yeah. Oh my word. Can you come to John's birthday party?
Yeah.
We need some amazing, bright people like yourselves there. Okay, we're gonna grab your details because you guys are here. What do you call yourself? Reflections. Mirror Man. I'm asking the man in the mirror. Right, so inside the stadium, very noisy, quite a very packed general access area down there, VIP section. And John, how's this view we have of the stage?
Proper.
So John, I can't wait. We're seconds away from the concert starting. The crowd's getting agitated because it's still after 9.
Yeah.
And in Cape Town, that means it's taken forever to get Robbie Wessels on stage.
Ryan, I can't believe we're actually outside. How spectacular is this evening?
I think this is the biggest crowd that Robbie Wessels will ever see.
Yeah,
Check out.
unreal.
It's very late. I gotta get up early. If he doesn't start with Leo Loop, I'm going home.
Makes two of us.
Truth of the matter is I thought we were at a Robbie Wessels concert. I got really excited. I wanted to do the Leo Loop, and I was so wanted to.
Is that the warm spinning?
No, that's good, Darren.
Okay.
And anyway, Robbie Williams it is. What a concert.
That was proper.
What a concert.
What an entertainer.
Let me entertain you.
I mean, listen, just by the way, for those who watch this, Ryan is one of the best karaoke Robbie Williams, like, what do you call a stunt double? I've seen you. You're really good. I must be honest.
Yes,
I'll give it to you. You could stunt double for Robbie.
We'll have a Fastlane karaoke soon, that's for sure. Check John's no.
I'll be back round.
Ralph and Etienne, if you're watching, we'll have it at your house. Just a reminder to like and subscribe. Give us the thumbs up. Tell us that you're enjoying it. In the comment section, you feel free to comment, even if you say horse, because it's all about horsepower. This is a show that's featured. John brought your friends inside here. Unbelievable.
See.
Should we do this before we say goodbye? Before we say goodbye to this podcast, ladies and gentlemen, welcome from Salou City, Gavin Geldenhuys to the podcast. Gavin, are you there?
I'm here. How are you guys doing?
Hey, how's it, Gav?
Hey, are you good?
He caught us
Lekker, man. I'm up in Josie.
as we were about to wrap up the podcast. You're live on the podcast, Gavin. And this is actually quite interesting that we've got Gavin on the podcast. I'll tell you why. Because when you watch this, and you're watching this now currently, Gavin's just attended the Samsung Unpack event that they had in Johannesburg for the all-new S25 range that's out. Obviously, the flagship, the S25 Ultra, but also a slightly new designed S25.
Nice.
They've gone from the rounded curves to a bit more squared off curves. There's additional features like especially on the Ultra, like a new 50 megapixel wide lens. Gavin, what a very nice product from Samsung.
Thank you, Ryan. Thanks, yeah. So, yeah, so after I attended the event, a nice turnout as well. A nice small niche crowd. We're only with the university, experimentarium there. And, yeah, great presentation on the device. Yeah, coming back to the actual device itself, to your point there, all squarish design with rounded edges. Very light, super light. The aluminium chassis made from recycled materials, so hence the lightness. Yeah, there's 3 models in the range. The base, it's the Plus, and it's the Ultra. Yeah.
And Gavin, obviously now available exclusively via Cellu City. Cellu City is the show's official partner of All Technology, and Gavin Geldenhuys will have back on again to talk all tech. But that S25, that brand new device, has just been launched to the world. Incredible AI devices, seamless AI, and Gavin mentioned there 3 models in the range.
Plans your
no
whole
doubt.
life, basically.
Yeah. The seamless integration of Bixby and Google, that blended in with the full course that it's got some new cameras on it. A new camera, Samsung S25, now available in those 3 models, the base, the Plus, and the Ultra. Pre-order yours. We'll put a link in the description below. The pre-orders are now open at Cellu City. You do not want to miss out on a pre-order of the all-new Samsung S25 device. And Gavin Geldenhuys from Cellu City will be joining us again. We get all our tech when it comes to mobile technology from Cellu City. Like, subscribe, be a part of the podcast. We'll catch you again next week. Proudly brought to you by eBet, Willie and the team at eBet, of course, Sanlam Private Wealth and Breitling Watches. Take care.
Engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and John can't be beat, on the Fastlane. So sleek, gotta rev up, hit the street.